Hi all, Ashley here. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm coming on to share all the Valentine's crafts that I have made for this year. A lot of these have more detailed videos and tutorials on this channel, so I will mention those when they're available, and I'll link all of those down below in the description. But as far as the projects I made and also the products, I always use a mix and match of a bunch of different collections, so this is no different. I've got a bunch of Paper Roses and Rosie Studio product, but I also have Maggie Holmes, Pink Fresh Studio, Doodlebug, Pink Paisley, so just a big mix and match. This is the first little project. It's a little keychain mini book. I do have a tutorial for this on the channel, and I'm planning on making one of these little mini books for every month of the year because I think that that would be a really fun little project, and then have like a whole collection by the end of the year. So I have a book already for January and February, and I'm gonna just kind of keep going with that. And I also made a little 3D mailbox. This is a project I've made multiple times before. This is a Lori Whitlock cut file, and I embellished all around and added in some charms in the lid or on this little like hook thing. And I really like this cut file because it's interactive. So this door opens. Oops. This door opens, and then this lid opens. So it's really fun. And like I said, I've made this a couple times before. I always scale it down from the original size it comes in. So I always make it like, it's under 4 inches, like 3.5 height, because I really like that size. And then to go inside this little box, I made some envelope embellishments, and I made them into little shakers. I love how this came out. It was just like a little fun thing I was working on, and they came out super cute. And I just used a page protector and stitched this shape, and then added in the shaker bits, and then folded over the flap and stitched again. So that made these little super cute little shaker bits, and those just go straight into the mailbox. Really fun. And then I also made a couple tag flips. So this first one is more of like a gnome, Valentine's gnome themed. This is Paper Roses collection. Added in some charms at the top and front, and then a bunch of little gnome details. Very cute. This is a little wax seal that I added a puffy sticker to, and then also used my little clear enamel dots to add in some kind of like dewdrops detail. A couple more wax seals on this one. Trying to get a good use out of the wax seal products that I've bought before, but haven't really used that much. So, but I've been using them more lately, so it's been fine. And then I also made this other tag flip. This is a negative from the die that cuts out the hole enforcers. So I used that die, and then the negative came out really pretty. So I backed it on acetate, and then I embellished on top of it. So added in some buttons, some other things for like extra different kinds of texture. This one too. This is the first time I'm doing this with rosettes, where I've always cut rosettes just from the same pattern paper, but this time I'm doing half and half, like 2 different colors, and I actually think it looks really cool. So, and then this one's a pocket. This is a cut file that I love, and I backed it on vellum, and I thought it came out super pretty, but I kept it on my desk to see if I would use it on any project, and I didn't end up using it, so I'm just going to add it to this little pocket for sharing and gifting out. And then another pocket one here. And some of the embellishments on this textbook were also gifted to me previously as well. And then, so I also made these little mini shadow shaker boxes. Love how all these ones came out. I do have a tutorial for these ones too. I'll link that down below. I'm actually doing tutorials. Look at me. Yeah, but actually in that tutorial I did mention I was going to use these for another project, which I still have on the to-do list. So there's always so many things on the to craft list, but yeah, I really like how those ones came out so far. And then I also made some more shakers. These are some shaker paper clips that I made. This is such a fun project because I wasn't really expecting, I hadn't like planned anything in particular. It was just like, I was just playing around and then they came out so cute and so fun. I do have a tutorial for these ones too. And yeah, I just really love these ones. And then I also made a couple more in pins, but these ones I wouldn't really call Valentines. I think these are more spring. I'm really excited to get started with the spring crafting. I love spring crafting. So just like a little bit more, like all the pastels mixed together. I just love that look. So yeah, but then this is, those are those paper clips. And then I shared a much more detailed flip through of this one. Oops, flip through of this one. But just quickly, these are the pages from the mini album that I made. I love this page so much. Super heavily embellished stamp page, shaker page, and then some mini envelopes as a grid with all the little photos in the back, and then cut file, and then this little fabric or ribbon weave. And then so I also made some 3D projects. So here's this one. This is a little kissing booth that I made. So I used a crate and I painted it white, and I took a straw and I cut it in half, and then I used just this scrap piece of cardboard from like the mini albums that I make and just wrapped it around in pink paper, and then that pretty much just used my glue gun to glue it all together, and then that pretty much created the little booth shape. And then from there I just added a little bit of embellishing, very like kind of delicate looking little pieces, and then little Nomi kissing ephemera piece. And yeah, I just really like how it came out. It's so fun and sweet. And then inside I added some rosettes, and again this is the like 2 different pattern paper colored rosettes thing. I just think it comes out pretty fun. So yeah, these are all pink paisley papers, by the way. So that's that one. And then I also made this one. I actually haven't shared anywhere before because I think it's kind of a tricky project to share. So it's another 3D project, and like I don't maybe I'll just lay it like this, I guess, for now. Well, I'll just hold it like this. So this is a 3D cut file. I don't remember exactly what the cut file is, but it's like the name of it, but it's just like this little hanger cut file. And it has these little heart cutouts on the side. And I used some Maggie Holmes washi to line these 2 areas, and then I used the stems of the foam flowers to weave it, or like to wind it around the bottom. There's like a little element here, and then I just wound around the stems of the foam flowers down there. And then I made these little pockets to hang on top, and the pockets all have little embellishments in them. So they just like, you just pull them off like this. And then each one of them, so there's a couple different kinds. There's like some that are shakers and then some that are just normal pockets. And then the shaker ones, and well, all of them, they either have some ephemera or some like little mini envelopes that I made. So yeah, they all have like little pieces in here, and just did a little bit of embellishing. I really like how these little shaker ones came out. And then I like lined it with some washi, and then I also really like how these ones came out too, the non-shaker pockets. Really like this one. Like very simple, but it's really pretty. Use some dies here for the phrases, and then another wax seal. And yeah, and then inside these ones, there's some like little envelopes and stuff that I made. So just some little trinkets to share and gift out. And that's these, and so let's get hung up back on there. And then I think the last one, I'm not sure. So it's a little mini album that I made. Hopefully by now I've posted the tutorial for this one. I did record the process of making it. It's got this little belly band that comes off. I really love how the belly band looks. So pretty. It's a mix of Rosie Studio and Pinkfish Studio. The brand name is Rosie Studio, Pinkfish Studio, Paper Roses. Hopefully I'm getting them all correct, but they're all kind of similar. And then it opens up like this. Really fun. I really loved putting this one together. Yeah, it's got like these tags come out, and yeah, so that's this project. I hope you guys like seeing everything that I made. Again, I'll leave more detailed videos in the description, but hope you'll like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. See you then. Bye.